make yourselves comfortable. I'm assuming you guys train, you guys look like you train. So warm up, do whatever you want to do. My gym is yours for the next 2 hours. I'm going to be doing some stuff here and there. I've been deadlifting on Mondays, but I'm taking off this week to deload. So I'm going to do some functional stuff, some pulling, bodybuilding, stuff like that. Something you want to do that you need help with, let me know. Move things around. Have at it. Go for it. Take it to it. Let it slide in. Let it slide in. Bang! Shift into it, and out. Good. Yeah, you got it, man. So this is a good alternative. This is a good alternative if you're trying to do some functional work that's not compound, not deadlift, not powerlifting. I also add some weight to this stuff. What's up, man? So we don't really go light. What's up, man? Cool, just training, bro. You know, sometimes I'll go light if I'm just working on form or just trying to get, trying to get my heart rate up. But then I'll go heavy like this, and then it turns into a power move. So here. See how low I am here? Look at where I'm moving my legs. Bang! All the way out to that back leg. Watch my feet more than anything. Feet and legs. Load in. Bang! Out. Boom. Boom. Days for at least in this phase. So I'm not deadlifting today. I've been deadlifting the past couple weeks, but I still want to work the patterns, bend and pull. I still want a lot of core, and I want to do it in an integrated and explosive way. So these are exercises that support that. Sink and stand. Bring your feet closer to each other. Shoulder length, shoulder width. Yes.
My arm's supposed to be straight?
Yep. Yeah. Sink. Use your legs to help. That's what makes it integrated. You get your legs to help the arms. Boom. Yep. Just like that. Good. Go like 6 each side. It's a good place to start. Oh, hang out. This is the real judgment-free zone. I can't believe that they say it. Judgment-free zone is Planet Fitness, because the minute you go in there, they're fucking judging you. You lift too heavy and make noise. Judge, 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 judge. So I was just saying to Tyler that this is why I fell in love with the gym, because unlike when you're at school, unlike when you're at the supermarket, unlike when you're walking around in life, here you just let it all out. This is where the body gets to express itself most fully. And it's not just lifting, but it's full energetic release. Jump, yell, scream, drop shit. Dropping weights is cathartic. I mean, it's therapeutic to put something over your head and go, bang! You feel like a fucking king. So, and that's why this type of environment is something that, hopefully everybody can find at some point in their life. Even if you have to do it in your own garage or at the playground like a lot of my buddies do up in New York. Cool.
So this is just cardio and working out at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, what good is it to have muscle, but you can't do anything with? There's a lot of guys that are jack, cock, diesel, but they can't sprint, they can't jump, they can't, if somebody knocked them on the floor.
I went to a boot camp.
Yeah.
Came here, turned purple.
Yeah.
I had to switch everything to go in a different direction.
You don't want that to happen to you. You always want to be an athlete. That's why we have a fucking body. We don't have a body to put on display. We have a body to fucking use. But a useful body is a good looking body. But a good looking body isn't always a useful body. Go for useful first. Sink. Bam! Come on up, nice.
I want you to come up on it like a sumo squat, right? Get close up on it. Yeah. Toes pointed out here. Come straight down. Straight out here. And then all I want you to do is deadlift it, follow through with your knee and push it over again. Okay. Get used to that first, because you're going to feel how easy. Wide. Wider? Yeah. Just try to straighten out that back. Still pushing forward. Push into it and up. There you go. Good. You're going to want to keep your chest on it, because you're pulling up and you're here. Yeah. So when you're here, come like this. You get what I'm saying? Almost like you're pushing into it with your chest. Try it again. push into it. Into it, into it, into it. There you go, knee. There you go. Yeah, knee, you push. There you go. That's all it is hip extension. There's no wrong way to do it. If you can't get it up, then we'll critique. You know what I mean? Good, come back here. You guys are gonna get on the big one.
Okay, cool. Good. Now watch his knees. You see how he has to force his knees between his feet? Cool. I want you to stop. If you're an elite lifter, if you're a power lifter and that's the way you do it, that's one thing. But generally you would have built up a lot of structural integrity to allow yourself to do it that way. I've got friends that are like, they power lift and they're here. Yeah. They're dope. But what happens is, what the important thing is to build structural integrity. And instability at your hip that forces you in is very common because we sit a lot, we drive our car a lot, we're here a lot. We live this way as opposed to this way. So, like I was showing you, and I'd invite you to do, when you're first starting to learn your deadlift, if you don't have hip stability, begin with a sumo stance. That way you can train the external rotators of your femur. So right now, if you could just imagine, you've got, let's say, 70% strength here, crunching in, and only 30% external rotation, which is your glutes. So what I'd like to see happen is for you to deadlift while stimulating your glutes and stretching your adductors. Right, so focus, like I was telling him the cue, focus on showing your crotch as you deadlift.
Okay.
It's not to say that that's the only way to deadlift or that's the way you're gonna deadlift forever, but in the beginning stages of training, you wanna focus on structural integrity, meaning let's get all your joints lined up first. So go ahead and approach it. Yeah, try it that way. And focus, make a mindful effort to spread your knees as you're doing it. Okay. Good, bring it close to your shin. And you might even feel stronger.
How's that?
That looks really good. You just look more stable. I don't know if you feel more stable. Stay there. Come on back up. Bring my fingers together. So now we'll work, now that we've worked on putting him in a position where he's a mechanical advantage for hip stabilization, now I can stop for a moment and focus on something that I think is more important. So I'll let him cheat here, but here I'm not going to let him cheat. I want that chest to show, right? I mean, what's more attractive than a big, broad, open front body, right? Like when you talk to people, you want them to become the best version of themselves before they approach a woman. What is it? It's like, hey, you got to come with something, not clothes. So there's muscles, and there are exercises to support that. Good. Hang out, stay there, because I'm making you stand like that on purpose.
Okay.
Take this hand and turn it up. Take this hand and turn it up also. Good. Now, external rotation of the upper arm is coupled with thoracic extension. Yeah. Basically, when you do this, you're more powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm making it clear.
Yeah.
Reason why I was having you stay like this is because those are postural muscles. So you want to be able to hold that for a long time. So one of the exercises that I would have you do is this.
Just hold it.
And just hold it with thoracic extension and external rotation. That'll translate, and here's how strength training translates into meeting women, being the strongest version of yourself, presenting yourself with powerful energy. This is associated with feelings of high self-worth, of presenting yourself to the world, to being the strongest version of yourself, as opposed to this, which says a lot about you. Right? I'm not saying you, but if you train yourself into this with a lot of curling, a lot of bench pressing, and no thoracic extension, you're one of these guys. And these guys might have big muscles, but they're not attractive. You're not energetic. You're not giving yourself to the world. An exercise that's going to support that also, it's called bent over rows. Now this is tough, because just holding this is not only thoracic extension, but also you've got to be able to maintain pelvic stability, meaning your abdominals have to work really hard, otherwise you'll collapse and your low back will hurt. A lot of people do bent over rows and their back hurts. Low back hurts. Well, it's not because it's a bad exercise, it's because you're just not strong enough yet. So you also, from here, you've got to focus on tucking your butt under a little bit if you happen to be hyperlordosis, thoracic extension, and then you're pulling. And that's gonna help. You even want to tip forward a little bit more. And that's gonna help you in the same way. You know, you might want to pull that bar out. Good, bend your knees about 20 degrees. Tip forward at the hinge. Tip, 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 tip even further. Stay there, don't even do anything. Just let it hang. Straighten your legs a little bit more. Tip forward. Good, now from there, tuck your chin. Good, and now pull. Stay there. Take your time. Head straight. Tuck your chin though. Good. Good, right down here, not shrugging, right down here. Tuck your chin. All right, so the idea is not necessarily to beast the weight around or to be a tough guy. It's a matter of getting your nervous system to recognize that this is not only a viable pattern, but it's one that's gonna support me in everything because it's postural. We're just working on posture. That's really all that is. You're not trying to be Ronnie Coleman. You're just trying to look nice, tall, and erect. So that's cool. Yeah, stay with the light weights. Even go lighter if you have to, so you can work like between 8 and 12 reps, and just focus on that form. That's it. Fight with it. Come on. Explode now. Explode. 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 Yay! Good stuff. Yeah, you guys working. Hey Owen, when you say path to mastery, that's it right there, man. It's like, what's your path to mastery? Did you read Paulo Coelho? He's got one book. It's just an ebook form. It's about an archer. Did you ever read this one? It's fascinating. I forget the name of it, but it's about path to mastery. And long story short, there's an archer who he ended up being one of the world's best archers in his city or the world at that particular time. And somehow he comes across a student who wants to learn the art of archery. And long story short, he basically teaches the student how to become a master archer, only so that he has to give it up in the end, knowing that it's not about the archery, it's about who you became as you became a master. So it's like whatever it is, your craft, my craft, it's a matter of, okay, we're using this as our yoga, as our means to an end, but the means and the end really isn't the end.
Yeah.
The end is who you're becoming, not lifting more weights or meeting more women. It's who are you now? And what can you do with that new you? What else can you apply that to? So I love when you said that, path to mastery. I mean, it's been my path to mastery, lifting weights, since I was a child. Right, because whatever success I have in business, whatever success I have with my family, it's the principles I learned in the weight room that I now apply. Discipline, commitment, courage, they all lead to mastery. And a master can take that and apply it to whatever else, right? If you want to hit these, grab like a 40 or like a 50 or 60. One of my favorite quotes, the Miles Davis one. Learn the instrument, learn the notes, forget all that shit and just play. Once you have the structural integrity, once your nervous system is popping strong with being able to maintain good posture, then just beat the shit out of yourself with the understanding that you know the instrument, you know the notes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the mastery. Yeah.
Go nuts, go nuts. Because you've got conservatives on both sides.
Yeah.
You've got those guys that are form Nazis.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything is so meticulous all the time. I'm not saying that there's no value to it, but there's school and there's play.
Yeah.
You know, all work and no play makes Johnny a sick, sad, depressed, wanting to take Prozac, can't sleep at night, can't get an erection guy. Go fucking play now. So this is like play to me a lot of times.
Or yeah. No.
What's good? What's up? What's up? Let's go.